Hey folks, Craig from the Vinyl Record Player. I want to look at 10 great albums that are 55 years old. That's right, currently qualify for a senior's discount at many fine retailers. So please, buckle up. All right, and we're back. You know what? I started organizing the collection a lot better here. Basically started throwing a year on some of these records, just so that I could, do fancy entertainment videos for my second job at the Vinyl Record Player. Anyway, let's just go ahead and dig into what I would consider my top 10. These are not anybody else's top 10. These are records that I have. Are there other better records? I'm sure there are. These are ones that happen to find their way into my purview. And I'll recommend them. I'll go ahead and I'll recommend them to you. Again, let's start with this one. Well, Bookends, Simon and Garfunkel, 1968. Don't know this album all that well. Just got it, picked it up for $3. I'm told that there's a mono version of this that is very expensive and very sought after. I think this is the stereo on Columbia. Pretty sure. Oh, look at that, right there, stereo. It says it right on it. Anyway, Hazy Shade of Winter on this. Mrs. Robinson. This is probably one of their. I'd imagine it's one of their final albums. Again, I'm not a Monstrous fan, but I when I see this for $3, gotta pick it up. Obviously Simon and Garfunkel. I've had Sound of Silence many a time, and that's a great album. This, I'm sure, is also from '68. 55 years old. This record. Another one that's 55 years old. How about Soul Master, Edwin Starr on the Gordy label. This record, of course, would have been released basically once he joined Motown. I think he had been on the Rick Tick label, and basically once Motown started making money, they just went up and they started buying labels, as the corporates tend to do. Anyway, great album. Not the best ever, but you got Agent 00 Soul. Come on, Agent 00 Soul. That is a jam. Also, Stopper on Sight. Those were kind of the key singles. Or SOS. Hey, 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 I'm sending out an SOS. Another real classic. You got Soul Master. I'm the man for you, baby. I can't disagree, Edwin. I cannot disagree. So really good album. It's not like the best album ever, but really is kind of like a prelude to War and Peace. And obviously 25 Miles, War, many of Edwin Starr's just like absolutely heart-stopping singles that would take place more around the 69 and 70 period. This is the 68 album on the Gordy label, but a good one if you happen to see this one in the wild. Edwin Starr, Soul Master. This one is one of those records. A lot of hype. People love the Dr. John. They love the Night Tripper. Walk on Gilded Splinters is on this. Of course, Paul Weller would later do a fantastic cover of that particular song. I don't mind this record, but I don't love it. So many people are like, this is the best swamp rock. But I kind of brought it because, like I say, if you're into it, you'll love it for life. You'll never want to not have Gree by your side. For me, it's I could pass. But anyway, Dr. John, this is kind of what's known as a bit of a seminal record. Personally, I'm 50-50 on it. Less 50-50 on the family that plays together. Spirit. Obviously, everybody, if you know anything about Spirit, you know they're underrated, etc., etc. This one, of course, features their only hit, which I think scraped the maybe top 25, like it was 25 or something like that. And let's see. That, of course, would be I've Got a Line on You, babe. Good record. They did other also really good records. Another record that they released in '68 was their self-titled, which is also a very good record. I had to choose between the two. This one though, I got to just figure out. I Got a Line on You, babe. Is just that's a jam. That's the reason why that one became a hit. So yeah, Spirit. These records it depends. If you got like really knowledgeable record store owners, you might be paying up for these. But you know what? A lot of people are like, I don't know who Spirit is. I'm sure I picked this up for like $3. The self-titled I pick up for $1. The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, which is also an excellent Spirit LP, picked that one up for $1 because people just they don't get it. But Spirit is good, and this one is a very good record. 55 years old, but still crispy and delicious. How about Miles Davis, In a Silent Way? Wow. This one, ever since I caught the Vinyl Richie, big upping this LP, been in love with this album. Just finally got a copy not too long ago on the Columbia label. Very, very good jazz record. I'm not even a jazz guy, but this one, it's just perfect. It's so good. So yeah, Miles Davis, In a Silent Way, 55 years old, this record. But again, I don't recommend jazz a lot, but this one should be in your collection. Just picked this one up, actually. Canned Heat, Living the Blues, double LP from 1968. Look at this kind of a cool gatefold going on here. We got that happening. We got some, whoa, colors. Somebody took the brown acid. Anyway, this is a good one. I would call this like a classic album, but it's Canned Heat. You know what you're getting with Canned Heat, and it's typically pretty good. You got blind owl Alan Wilson, who unfortunately R.I.P., but really great. Going up to the countries on this one. And like I say, double LP, I picked this up for like $3, and I was like, of course I'm going to get that. So yeah, Canned Heat, Living the Blues, double album from 1968. A little bit more to the like, we're in classic territory. This one I paid up for. I paid 20 bones for this one. This is a recent re-release, the killer debut. I think it's better to pull the whole cover. Jeff Beck, Truth, R.I.P. Jeff. But wow, this is a ripper. You got Rod Stewart on this guy, who sounds fantastic. This is early Rod, just Rod the Mod, just is ripping it. And Jeff is wow. Shapes of Things is great. You Shook Me. I Ain't Superstitious. Let Me Love You, I think would be my choice. But whatever the case, pretty seminal and pretty, Jeff Beck kind of helping to really invent hard rock with this particular album, which is a great one from 1968. 55 years old. Also, so is this one. James Carr, A Man Needs a Woman. And indeed he does. No matter that man. Well, I mean, there are exceptions where maybe a man needs a man. Let's not get into that. Let's talk about James Carr here. Anyway, really good album. This is a Gold Wax Kent repress, but it's very good. Man Needs a Woman. Let's see. Gonna Send You Back to Georgia. Dark End of the Street. Smoldering version of Dark End of the Street. James Carr, really, really great soul singer. Never really got his due. Very close to an Otis Redding, and there's not very many soul singers that I would call Otis Redding-esque. James Carr fits the bill. He had a lot of problems, some mental health issues, I think, into the 90s, but fairly recognized in Britain because British people just know soul. They just know the northern soul with the northern soul stuff. Just smarter. They're just smarter about the soul. It's okay. You can't be smarter about everything. But so really good record. Anything James Carr is good. He didn't do a lot of bad material, which is why it's so kind of semi-frustrating that he just never really got any quality success. The man can sing. My book. We talking his book. I'm talking my book. Van's best album. I mean, we can fight all week about how this isn't Van's best album, but you'd be wrong at the end, and I'd be right. But outside of having obviously opinions, everybody has an opinion. I'm kidding, or am I? This one, no, please. Astro Weeks, just genius. From the title track onward, ooh, beautiful Sunday record, just an intensity. Are you in the middle of falling in love? Boop, pop this guy on. Boop. That love just intensified. It's a fact. Wow. So this would start basically Van's chain of incredible quality. Really probably going up into 75. And some would say beyond. I don't know as much of his beyond material. But wow. This is a must-have for any really listener. This is not the easiest to describe. this record, although you could say folk, a little jazz, but wow, it's all Van and it's literally magical. So yeah, good one. Oh, we got one more, and then we'll have to do a little bonus. Yeah, I'm talking about Steppenwolf, the debut album. In my opinion, like one of the really the benchmarks of hard rock, of the kind of the invention of hard rock. This one's got Born to Be Wild, obviously on it. It's got The Pusher. It's got their key track, number one track, my track, Steppenwolf track, Desperation. I think Humble Pie does a version of Desperation. It's not close. It's not close. Sorry, these guys, the real deal. It's a great album. It's not their best album, but it's great. What is the other one that's on this one? That was a good charter. Oh, Sookie's on this one. Oh yeah. Hoochie Coochie Man. I mean, it's a great album. This is one of those ones where, yeah, if you have to have one Steppenwolf album, this one is not. It's not hurtful to have it be this one. So anyway, that would be my 10 records that are 55 years old, all released in 1968. We guys have a little bonus for the bonus watchers here. I'm going to talk about this timepiece, Rascals' Greatest Hits, released in 68. This, of course, is on the Atlantic label. Love the early Rascals. The hits just keep on coming on this dog. Good Lovin', Mustang Sally, Love is a Beautiful Thing, In the Midnight Hour. Oh, but how about that side too? How about Lonely Too Long? Oh, come on. That one's a crusher. The heart will break. But also Groovin', Girl Like You, How Can I Be Sure It's Wonderful, Easy Rollin', and A Beautiful Morning. That's all on one side. Those are all immense songs. 7 songs on side 2 that are all just like, whoa, can't believe it. So yeah, Rascals. We're a really great band. Bizarrely, huge in Canada. Much bigger in Canada than almost like anywhere else. So, hey, whatever. I'm not gonna say kudos to my friends up north, but kudos. You people know what you're doing. So yeah, like, subscribe. You got any questions? Hey, give me another great record that's in your collection from 68. Again, I'm not trying to say these are the only records you should listen to from 1968 forever and ever. Amen. That would be foolish. That would be very foolish. But these are 10 that are in my collection, and again, they're all winners. So yeah, hey, I'm going to just go ahead and say that I will see you on the next one.